And what's that, Tavon? It's the execution thing. Execution is worship. And so just say with me, I must execute. And what is it that I got to execute? My goals, my dreams, my vision, the action step today. And so if you're ready, do me the favor. Go ahead and come off from you. Come on, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to give us the countdown. The first thing you're saying is, I must execute. Yep, the I must. Okay. All right, here we go. Three, two, one.
I
I
must
must
execute.
execute.
Yep. Now watch this one. Watch this one. Watch this one. I need you to go from I must execute to I will execute. Oh God, come on. Here we go. Here we go. I must execute to I will execute. Come on, you ready? Three, two, one.
I will
execute.
Okay.
execute.
Okay. Be careful now. Be careful now. It's like you're jumping into your future and you're already seeing it. Come on, you're
Amen.
jumping in. You're already seeing it. Come on, one more time. I will execute. Come on, here we go. Three, two, one.
I
I
will
will
execute.
execute.
Yeah, come on. Come on. Every goal I got, I'm gonna write them down. I'm gonna check them off one by one. Ain't nothing wrong with having a bunch of goals. Just don't chase them all at the same time, one by one. All right, come on. Here goes our last affirmation. The last affirmation. I just need you to remind yourself that this is the day that the Lord has made. This is the opportunity, and it's not coming back. I will live today as if it's my last, as if it's my last dying breath, as if I know I won't get today back, and so I have to put 120% energy out. I have to execute on that goal. I have to push myself. Okay, here we go. Three, two, one.
I will
Live
live this
this
day
day
as if
as if
it
it was my
was
last.
my last.
Okay. All right, come on. Come on. We're upping our sense of urgency. We're upping our sense. Come on, one more time. This time like you really mean it. Come on, this time bring it down from the bottom. Come on, bring it down from the bottom. Here we go. Three, two, one.
I
I
will
will
live
live
this
this
day
day
as
as
if it's
if
my
it's my
last.
last.
Amen. Amen and amen. Come on, let's do this thing. And so watch this, change you. Because as I make this transition, I've been getting a few text messages over the past couple of days letting me know that I'm stepping on some toes, which is a good thing. So today I want to pick right up and I want to discuss the lie of tomorrow. You know, we kind of touched on it yesterday, but if I could be honest with you, your life changes only when you execute today. Yeah, I'll say it again, but if I could start with a truth, and again, I don't like to assume, so I'll ask you guys if this is true. I want you to just jump into the chat with me and say, and just let me know. But the truth is, you don't have an idea problem. You don't even have a motivation problem. The truth is, most of us have an execution problem. Yeah, come on, I'm just asking you in the chat. Is that you? Is that you? Is that you? Yeah, sometimes I'm motivated, sometimes I'm not, but it's the execution that I need to work on. It's not the motivation, it's not the ideas. I got plenty of ideas. It's the execution part that somehow I just don't execute at high of enough level that I need to execute at. And it's okay, but awareness, thank you, Miss Deb. Awareness breeds change. I say it again, awareness breeds change. I said to my wife, I said, if I executed at like 60% during quarter one, if I could just get that up to 70, 75% during quarter two. But the problem is most of us are sitting here and saying, oh, I execute at a high level. And a high level is an A, 90 to 100%. And if I could be honest with you, you're not. We're not executing each one of our goals at a high level. And the only way to change our life is to up that execution. And so that's what I want to discuss today. And so the first thing I want to bring to our attention, write this down, Justin. The first thing Ashton has, the first thing is I gotta get us to stop trusting our nighttime identity. Yeah. I'll say it again. That nighttime identity. Remember yesterday I told you at night we signed a contract, but in the morning we don't honor the contract. At nighttime we got the architect drawing up a beautiful house, but in the morning our builder self don't show up. I gotta get us to stop believing that nighttime us and start believing the morning us. And so why is this? Because this is where the brain kicks in. We've been conditioned. Yeah, I'll say it again. We've been conditioned to believe something dangerous. Yeah, watch this, Susie. Watch this, Sharice. We've been conditioned to believe that intention equals progress. It doesn't. Yeah, Shannon, if I could be honest, Celia, intention People that could have the best intentions in the world, but that doesn't result in anything. You see, the version of you that shows up at night is emotional, inspired, and imaginative. But the version of you in the morning, that's the truth. And yet we keep building our lives around what we intend to do instead of what we actually do. And so what if we stopped identifying with intentions and started identifying with actions? What if you didn't tell people what you tried to do? You only spoke about what you did. Let me just ask you real quick. Would your conversations be a little shorter? Nick, just think about it. If everybody, instead of talking, oh, I'm going to try to start this business, and I'm going to try to get with him and try to get with her. I was talking to somebody, and they said I should try to do this. The conversation is great, but what if it was only what you did? Well, I woke up this morning. What else you do? Well, nothing yet. Can you see the difference? I'm just asking, because you are who you prove you are daily. And so instead of saying I'm going to work out tomorrow, you shift to, if it's not scheduled, measurable, and immediate, it's not real. Can you see the change? Now watch this, because this is what I learned, Raj. Yeah, Mel, if I could be honest real quick, Miss Gwen, watch this. This is what I learned, George. What I've learned is some of us are how can I say this politically correct? I believe the term is substance abuse users. Back in the day, they would say like a drug addict. But what I've learned is motivation is a drug, and some of us are addicted to it. I'm sorry, I tried to say it nice. I tried to say it nice. Yeah. Execution is a discipline. Motivation is a drug. You see, this morning I've come to challenge some of your beliefs. Let's challenge another one right here. You see, we've been taught to wait until we feel ready. That's a lie. Motivation is emotional. Execution is structural. Okay. All right, give me an example, Tavon. Okay, all right. Execution says, I feel like it. I'm sorry, no, motivation says, I feel like it. Execution says, it gets done whether I feel like it or not. Okay. All right. And this is what drives me crazy. This is what drives me crazy. You don't feel like going to work every day, but you still go to work. You don't feel like chasing your goals every day. Somehow that's an option. Where's the disconnect at? Can you go do something for somebody that you don't want to do? But when it comes to yourself, oh God, when it comes to yourself, now you can take off days. Now you can show up late. Now it's an option. I'm just confused. This is your life, and you'll give your whole life to a job. Okay, all right, don't do that, Tavon. Okay, so watch this. The problem is most people are addicted to the feeling of motivation, not the process of execution. All right, prove it, Tavon. Prove it to them. They're not talking to you, so you gotta prove it to them. Watch this. This is why you can watch a video. This is why you can read a book. This is why you can attend a meeting and you feel powerful. You feel amazing. And watch this. This is what I love, Miss Dale. Watch this. You can feel all of that and still do nothing. How many of you ever went to a conference? You left feeling, oh, I'm about to do this, and that. And then after the conference, man, it happens every Sunday you go to church. You read that book, you listen to that podcast, and you feel extremely motivated. And nothing happens. Watch this transformation. Watch this. Instead of chasing feelings, we build systems, because execution isn't about intensity. It's about consistency under resistance. Oh, come on, Tavon, break it down. Watch this. So in other words, the contract is not made at night. The contract is proven in the morning. Yeah, if we could go back to that nighttime contract real quick. You see, the contract isn't real when you say it. It only becomes real when you execute it. Oh, where my business people at? You ever have an agreement with somebody and it's called a verbal agreement? Yeah, I don't know if you know this or not, but a verbal agreement holds a little bit of weight in court. But that written signed contract, that'll be the verbal agreement every time you go to court. And your life is the same way. When you say it, that's not when it becomes real. When you sign it, come on, Kobe Bryant said, if I said I was going to do something, the contract was already signed. There was no other option. There was no other decision. What if you were that same type of way? That's why you got to be careful with the stuff you say. Because if you say you're going to do it, every time you don't do it, you're tearing yourself down. And so only say stuff that you're going to do. That's why I try to tell people, don't jump out the window when you get on this call and you see somebody say they're going to do something amazing, and all of a sudden, oh, I'm going to do that too. And then you wake up and you don't do it. Why? Because you're destroying your self-confidence. And so the question isn't back to the contract, what did you plan last night? The real question is, what did you do this morning without negotiation? Do me a favor. Could you answer that for me? What did you do this morning without negotiating with yourself? I'm just wondering, because negotiation is where dreams go to die. And so I'm just asking, was there any negotiation? Yeah, I can be honest with you guys right now. I woke up this morning and I was like, man, I'm a little tired. And my tired body said, oh, well, go get your sweatpants. Go get your shoes. Why? Because this is just what you do. You go to the gym. I was at the gym and I was like, man, I'm tired. My body said, oh, well, start the treadmill. I just started walking. That treadmill sped up. I just started running. Before I knew it, it was 5:30 and I was in the middle of my workout. Why? Because there's no negotiation. If I said I was going to do it, it got to get done. I'm just asking you, when you woke up this morning, did you start negotiating with yourself? Or if you said you was going to do it, did it get done? It doesn't matter the size of it. That's the mistake some of us make. We say, oh, it's not big enough. I keep telling you on the Patreon, the size of the win doesn't matter. A win is a win is a win. And so this morning, come on, talk to me. This morning, when you woke up, was there any negotiation? Did you say you was going to do something and woke up this morning and started changing it? I'm just asking you. Yeah, come on. You said you was going to wake up and go to the gym. Did you wake up and say, I can go later? You said you was going to read the Bible this morning. Did you wake up and say, I can read it later? Come on, later is where dreams go to die. You said you was going to do. I'm just asking you. This is your chance to be honest. This is your chance to grow. This is your chance to look into the mirror and say, wow, I didn't even realize until right now. I did do that. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Because when you wake up, your mind starts talking. Maybe later. You deserve to rest just this once. And that's not logic. That's resistance. And so here goes a transformational shift that you got to make. You have to eliminate negotiation. Yep. You got to eliminate. Once you decide, you execute. Yeah, write that down. Decide once, execute daily. Decide once, execute daily. You don't need to keep deciding your future every morning. If I could be honest with you, that's exhausting. Make fewer decisions, but honor them more. Decide once. Oh, God. Yeah, execute daily. Execute daily. And now watch this. Watch this. I need you to understand this, guys. Self-trust is either built or broken every day. Do you trust yourself? And this is what I love, because if I were to ask you, do you trust yourself? Everybody gonna say yeah. But we do know that if you would say something, oh, I'm going to do this, in the back of your head, this is what I love, because can't nobody live in your brain with you. And so your brain can tell you all types of stuff. I had somebody tell me they thought they seen something, a number on the board, and the number was never there. Your brain can play tricks on you. Come on, my mind was playing tricks on me. But what happens is, if you say something and you know that you're not going to do it, you start breaking your self-trust. And before you know it, in the back of your head, you saying stuff, and as soon as you say it, you're like, hey, I ain't doing that. And then what starts to happen is, if you can't trust yourself, how can somebody else? Okay. And so in other words, every time you say that you're going to do something and you don't just lose progress, you lose trust in yourself. And once trust is broken, everything becomes harder. Discipline feels impossible. Confidence drops. Procrastination increases, because deep down, you don't believe in yourself anymore. But this is the good news, Ron. Come on, can you hear me? Renee, this is the good news. Self-trust is not built through big wins. It's built through the small, consistent follow-through. Yeah, Devon. So every time you say, I'm going to get on the car and get on, guess what happens? Every time you say, I'm going to have breakfast with my kids, and you have it, guess what happens? Every time you say you're going to go to the gym and you go, guess what happens? And so when you lower the size, you can raise the standard. And now watch this, y'all. Michelle, I gotta get ready to get us out of here. And so this is what I wanna end this thing with. But just write this down for me, because you guys told me that you must execute. You told me that you will execute. And so here goes this secret that I want to share with you. Yeah, Celia, they didn't know I dropped some secrets and Change You in the morning. Justin, here goes the secret. Write this down, Tayana. Write this down. Execution is the gateway to the next level. All right, Whitney. Tony, people keep telling me they want to go to the next level. I just gave you the secret. Execution is how you get to the next level. Execution is the gateway to the next level. Execute. Everybody wants the next level in life. More money, more income, more freedom, more impact. But the next level is not unlocked by ideas. The next level ain't unlocked by what you want. To be honest with you, the next level don't care what you want. It's unlocked by execution. And so come on, I gotta get us out of here. I gotta make this hurt, Nick. Yeah, I gotta Salita Day, Sherry Day, Felice Day. Come on, the day, Patricia. Man, I gotta make this hurt. There's somebody right now at the sound of my voice. There are people less talented than you. There are people less connected than you. There are people less prepared than you, and they're winning. Why? Because they execute. And execution creates momentum, and momentum creates results, and results create belief. And belief is what changes your identity. And so if I could be honest, guys, like that doesn't get you a little mad? That don't get you a little upset and angry? I remember when I played basketball, if somebody wasn't as good as me and they beat my team, do you know how upset I would be? And life is the same way. What do you mean people are out there getting what I should get? They're not as good as I am. They're not as talented as I am. What's the difference? And God just revealed it to me one day. God says, son, they execute on their ideas and you're not executing. And you talk a great game, son, but you're not executing. And the executor will beat the talented person every day of the week. And for some of us have been living off of talent for far too long now. You were talented as a kid and you've been relying on your talent, and so you never had to execute. Nobody ever held your feet to the fire and said, hey, your talent's going to take you to a level that your consistency and discipline can't sustain. Execute. And so as we get out of here, guys, here's the challenge. I don't want you to make a long list. I don't want you to create some perfect plan. I want you to pick one thing, one action, one commitment, one standard. But watch this, because this is the important part. That's going to help you get closer to your goals. And I want you to pair that with this call, meaning either before the call or after the call, you do that thing that's going to push you closer to your goals. And so don't just make it random. Right? If your goal is not in fitness, don't make the thing that you pair with this call a fitness goal. But if your goal is financial, I want to give you an example. If your goal is financial, guess what you can do before the call or after the call? Listen to a finance podcast. If your goal is faith, you can read the Bible. If your goal is fitness, you can go for a walk. You can pair it with this. Because believe it or not, I need you to figure out, are you someone who makes promises at night, or are you someone who executes in the morning? Because one creates ideas. The other one